All right, welcome back to Crypto Front. This is the front line where we are fighting for financial freedom. So finally, the moment that everybody in crypto and financial markets has been waiting for has happened. And yesterday, the Fed was officially cutting by 50 basis points. The initial reaction from the market has actually been positive so far, but judging from past experience, we have learned that the volatility actually lasts the war week. So right at this point, I think it's gonna be not a wise decision to celebrate too much in one direction or to be polarized into one direction, because really the market can turn any moment. The volatility is too much, right? So we want to be taking a look at the JASMY price chart and seeing how JASMY is reacting to this latest development in the market, and we will talk about the action that I'm going to be taking here for the JASMY price chart according to what I'm expecting to be happening here. On top of that, we are going to be taking a look at the Bitcoin price here. We'll take a look at the stock market very quickly, and then obviously we'll wrap it up nicely and come up with a very nice conclusion. But before we do that, I want to kindly ask you to help me spread the video just by delicately tapping the like button, because it really helps the YouTube algorithm, and people looking for JASMY content will now be able to find this video much more easily. If you're new to the channel, I want to kindly ask you to subscribe, because I do TA on JASMY and a number of other different altcoins on a regular basis. Also, I want to remind you of the event that our partners over there at BingX have provided for the community. If you participate in the event, you could win up to something like $5,450, and on top of the 300 ton tokens that you can be using for trading. The event is going to be lasting 11 days from now, so I think it's a great opportunity that needs to be seized. On top of that, let me just quickly remind you of the toolkit that I made for you over the summer. Go to cftoolkit.com. This is where the toolkit is, teaching you how to set up your own charts and indicators, become an independent and successful trader, right? I've run my mouth too much, but let's get back here to the JASMY price set. So remember, with the JASMY price set, the most important thing for us is the 50 daily moving average, right? Good thing is that JASMY has taken another step at the 50 daily moving average and is looking to break that. Now, this is going to be like very great news if JASMY manages to break that 50 daily moving average. Not only breaking the 50 daily moving average, but at least we want to see some kind of great price action happening here from the RSI. What do I mean by that? If we look in the past, right, we have had like two limiting factors here for the JASMY price set. Number one has been the 50 daily moving average, saying that JASMY is totally bearish below the 50 daily moving average, and there is a kind of phenomenon that we have seen, right, that while the 50 daily moving average is rejecting the price here on top, we are also seeing the same thing happening here with the RSI on the daily time frame, that the JASMY price that is also failing to break and close an RSI level that is above 60. So we have seen this once. We've also seen this right here with the JASMY price. Again, you are below the 50 daily moving average, and simultaneously you see that the RSI is just failing to break above that 50 mark. But obviously, the moment you have these two things coming together, you see here the RSI starts breaking above the 60 mark, and at the same time you see what the price is doing right here. We are breaking above the 50 daily moving average once again. You have a pretty much strong and sustained bounce, so that's something that is actually very much important. Now, coming to where we are today, we can see that JASMY is attempting that bar of resistance again on the RSI, and at the same time really pushing strongly against that 50 daily moving average. So yeah, the best case scenario here is that we have these two things aligning up together at the same time, and we can have a pretty much sustained bounce here coming from the JASMY price. Let me go back here real quick to naked price action, and I will show you that if you don't take a look at these underlying indicators, JASMY is still very much bullish, because it's very much clear that this downtrend has been broken, and at the same time we also have got this converging line there forming what is known as a falling wedge, and this one's actually very much bullish patterns. Now, just looking at this pattern and looking at the success rate that this kind of patterns usually bring, I would have entered a long position here on the JASMY price. But the fact of the matter is that I don't have the confirmations that I want from the indicators just yet. I'm still very much waiting to try and see if we're going to get a rejection from the 50 daily moving average, and then secondly from this RSI. So what is my position right now? Let me just be honest with you. I am in a short position here on the JASMY price set. When am I going to be closing it? The moment that I see that, look, these two indicators, the 50 daily moving average and the RSI, are actually now trending in a bullish way. Then from there, I'm very much open to opening a long position here on the JASMY price set. Let me just remind you one more time, this is only with my trading portfolio. Like the holding portfolio here on the JASMY price set really doesn't change, but every now and then I want to make use of the volatility to build up a cash position. What to do? To buy more JASMY, actually. So that's what I do here in the Patreon, and if you're interested in that, you could probably be joining and see the kind of trades that we are taking right there. So that's where I'm sitting here with JASMY price. That basically JASMY is at crossroads right at this point, and it's a moment which is very, very important. If you're not a chart analyst, probably you don't feel the significance of the moment. I'm sitting back and trying to see, okay, which side is the price going to be deciding. Meanwhile, I'm sitting in a short position. Should things change, I'm definitely going to be closing that one and jumping towards the side where the market is going to be trending. Other than that, if we also take a look at the Bitcoin price here, not much has actually changed from yesterday because the price is still maintaining these lower highs right there. Things are going to be, changing a little bit if we at least claim this previous high that we have set right around 65,000 or 65,000, and from there that can actually be indicating that, look, a new trend here has actually been established where we are setting higher lows, and then we are also breaking this previous high here. So then we would actually now have a higher high right there. Right now, it's going to be too late obviously to wait for something like 70,000, I believe, but I think this is going to be a good initial sign here from the JASMY price. Now, looking elsewhere in the market, I'm looking at the Dow Jones. Really nothing to read too much there, but I'm looking at the Russell 2000, and it's at the very last line of resistance. Now, the stock market index has actually been very, very good for crypto. They almost go, 1:1. So what you're seeing here on top is the crypto market cap of altcoins, and you can see pretty much how, really it is correlated to what the Russell 2000 does. So my thesis here is that if we break this resistance on the Russell 2000, that is really going to be opening, an opportunity for the altcoins to follow through, and we can have a great momentum right there. Still, I have got a very big question in my mind and really trying to figure out what is going to be happening with this interest rates effect, because what we have seen in the past is that these things have actually been bearish for the market. So yeah, we are just day one into it, but we'll see what eventually happens right here this time around, right? So maybe it's different, but really this is something like a cloud that is just hanging above any sort of analysis that I want to do on the chart. So I'm definitely monitoring all these things, but especially on the JASMY price side, the most important thing, the 50 daily moving average, the RSI, those two are going to be determining where I'm going to be leaning with the JASMY price side. So I hope my school of thought is very much understood, and I will see you on the next one. Just remember, none of what I say is financial advice, and you shouldn't be buying or selling anything because of anything I say, all right? But if you like the content, like it, share it with your friends and family. Bye.